Hi, everyone. Today I'd like to talk about something that is probably relevant to many. It's something a client said to me. She said, "For me, food is love." And we need to take that really seriously because for some of us, that's exactly how it feels. Food is not just something we eat, it carries emotion. For some, food is love. For others, a chocolate croissant is passion. For some, those foods hold comfort, reward, relief, even a sense of being alive. So when we talk about change, we're not talking about removing a snack. We're talking about touching something much deeper. We have, over time, outsourced emotion to food. Love, comfort, softness, excitement, placed into something we can buy, unwrap, and consume. And it works. It creates a moment, a shift, a feeling that something has been met. But there is a cost. Because once those emotions are tied up in a specific food, it becomes very difficult to imagine life without it. Not because of the taste, but because of what it represents. Take that away, and it can feel flat, empty, even a little lifeless. That's why the idea of just stopping is almost impossible for some of us. Our subconscious mind is not interested in giving up love or comfort or pleasure. It will protect that. However, if you say food is love, you need to pause and look at that carefully. Because food can carry the feeling of love. It can trigger a memory of being cared for. It can create a moment that feels warm, soft, comforting. But it is not love. Love is neither something we eat nor something that disappears the moment the experience is over. And this is where the confusion lies. We take an emotion, something deeply human, deeply needed, and we attach it to an object. Then the object begins to stand in for the feeling. So a chocolate croissant becomes passion, ice cream becomes comfort, a pizza becomes care. And over time, the line disappears. Now, when we reach for the food, it does not feel like we are choosing to eat. It feels like we're choosing to feel. And that is why the attachment becomes so strong. Because we're no longer dealing with food. We're dealing with what we believe it gives us. So when the idea of change comes in, we don't think of it as eating what is good for our body, but as giving up love, giving up comfort, giving up something precious. No wonder there's resistance. No wonder it feels unthinkable. That is why the work here is very precise. Not to dismiss the feeling, not to argue with it, but to separate it, to see clearly. This is food, and this is the feeling I'm trying to access through it. They've been living as one thing for a long time, but they're not. And when we begin to see that, awareness enters, not force or restriction, but the beginning of choice. If this resonated with you, join me next week as I explore other elements of emotional eating.